Yo, what is up, the Flight of Dragons? How many of you know what that is without looking it up? If you are, you're old, just like me, but all gravy, baby. Today we're going to be building this dude. He is a bit of a thick Rick, somewhat of a wide Clyde, but I don't know. We're going to figure out and tap into the magic inside and hopefully do him justice like Zack Snide. Hey, that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is one Crashmaster, or not Crashmaster, Crashbar, Scraphook, and Trashmaster, but we are not using this bit, the torso of Trashmaster, okay? So anyway, let us get on with the show, yeah? Really quick, I'll show you this dude again. I mean, yeah, dude, he's all sorts of, I don't know, he's biggins, and he's a little bit different, but there's lots of great things. By the way, as we go into this build, somebody from the channel told me about this, how Trashmaster's head fits perfectly into the Crashbar body. I couldn't find your comment, otherwise I would have given you credit for that. But yeah, I appreciate you pointing that out to me, and because that was the genesis of this build, and so we can start with that. And so we're taking that one Crashbar body, and I hope the focus cooperates. Yes, and then we're plugging in the little dino face, the Chomp Chomp from Trashmaster. And dude, look at that, dude. Look at that. I bet you can build something on this over here, and that would be a cool, really like head and neck gimmick going on. But that is really, really rad. So yeah, again, appreciate you, whoever you are out there, who taught me that trick. Okay, so cool. Some of the parts I kept as is, just because I didn't want to fiddle with it again. And this is going to be the shoulder joint. And inside here, you can see we have that one exhaust bit from Crashbar. This is really important. It's like one of the integral pieces of glue that you need when building these Junkions because they don't have enough pegs on them natively. And so what we're going to do over here is see that peg, the blurry thing? Yes. We're going to plug that into the shoulder portion of a Crashbar like that. And this is going to become like the hulking arm. Yo, look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, so we will put that off to the side. It is going to be asymmetric, but that's okay. There's beauty in asymmetry, and in actuality, like, I don't know, there's not, like, our faces aren't perfectly symmetrical. We think they are, but it's not. But this side over here is the same thing, right? We have the what is it? The Scraphook leg, and then we have the Crashbar orange bit plugging through. And because this is going to adhere to the body, the main torso is going to be Scraphook. Now this arm, the left arm, we're going to take the Crashbar leg and we're going to unfold the blades. And then afterward, we're going to plug that in right at the footsie. And this is going to become the other arm over here. Oh, and before I forget, yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, should have greeted you all like I am Botbender Orange, especially if this is the first time you're watching the channel. And yeah, you are excellent, and I appreciate you clicking that thumb and joining me for this kind of walkthrough tutorial for Biggins over here, Biggins McGillicuddy. And by the way, McGillicuddy, that's not a name or a term that I hear anymore, but back in the day, like on TV shows, like McGillicuddy was a very common name that they would use when they would call out like random people. But yeah, anyway, neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. So these are the arms over here, right? And so I forgot, actually, these aren't going to plug directly into the body. We have Scraphook's arms over there, and there's a really cool gimmick that's going to allow it to fasten really securely, and it's a very, very, very solid build. So for now, we shall put this to the side. Next, we're going to grab the Scraphook body, and I'm forgetting what I did. But let me look on the back. Okay. Cool. We're going to get this, and we're going to plug that in here. And so this is the saddlebag for Crashbar, and that's the exhaust for Scraphook, okay? And do the same for the other side, by the way. By the way, I've been kind of spamming the channel with Junkion builds and stuff like that, just because that's kind of the flavor of the month. But I have been trying to intersperse it with a couple of old school builds, some fossilizers, some weaponizers, modulators, and things like that. But I do know that the flavor of the month is Junkions, and so that's why I've been promoting more of these videos, because they're popular on YouTube right now, And so talking about a popular topic is one way to get your video seated in the relevance of the algorithm. So yeah, if you just see that I'm cooking up a lot of similar dishes with same spices, please understand. Okay, cool. So we have this, and then from here we are, let's see, let all powers combine. So okay, so this is the Scraphook arm, and you want to orient the lower forearm so that it's bending backward. This is the front, but you just want to bend it backward. Also, for those of you whose arms are like popping off, when you spin this, I've mentioned on the video before, you want to press up. You want to press up and basically remove the tension from here, the force, and you want to add that up there. But yeah, it spins very nice once you press upward, okay? So you have that pointing backward. We get this dude, and then we plug that. No. We plug that in right here, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring the arm back, and where's it supposed to connect? It says it shows that I did it here, because this is seriously fresh out the oven. So I mean, like, I had to take these pictures and print this out, otherwise I would not know how to make this. So okay, you see that we had the exhaust bit that was connected to the saddlebag, and now we're having the hand plug in, and that way this won't move around. Doing the same thing over here, plug that in. And honestly, this one's actually a little bit loose. And if you do encounter loose joints, you can stick that little white piece of paper that comes with the instructions. They're a great way to improve the tolerance. And then you can bring the hand over here, and then you can just plug that in. There we go. That's a nice fit. So solid, right? Let's see. Let our powers combine. You guys know that? Go Planet. Captain Planet. What happened to that guy? I guess ratings got him. So this is the Crashbar arm, and this is the Trashmaster leg, and it's blurry. It looks like I have it in this tire, and it looks like I have folded this arm back, and it looks like this. Oh, this is the hydraulic bit from Trashmaster, and so we're going to have that go into the fist on the other side, on the inside of the leg, so to speak. And then you're going to bring that part around and you're going to plug it into the tire. And that also is very, very secure. Yeah. And the Crashbar arms are incredible. They're so versatile and so like fluid and flexible. Really, really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite pieces. Crashbar probably is the most versatile of the Junkions. And especially for his diminutive stature, he does a lot. And so shout outs and appreciations for Crashbar. So, getting flummoxed. My brain can't figure out what's going on over here. Okay. I think that goes into the fist. And yeah. And by the way, you're going to... give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, by the way, this dude is like super wide, and there are some bits like you're going to see right now that are just being kind of like plugged into the back just for the sake of being plugged into the back. So I can say like, hey, I used all the bits and stuff like that. But if you do see some way to like remix this and perhaps make better use of the parts, yeah, by all means, let me know. I'm not particularly stuck on the design. If you feel some way that there is some way to improve it, yeah, just holla at your boy. Just let me know. I'm always happy to take suggestions. It's weird, like I don't take requests necessarily, but suggestions are a little bit different. I know it's a little strange, but they're similar but different at the same time. Okay, so I've just tacked the, the Trashmaster front of the cars to the back to make these kind of like big calves, but honestly, they don't really need to be there, so I'm just going to remove them for now, and we'll complete the build, and then you can take a look at it later on. But yeah, I don't really like them there. Nothing against you, bud. So we're just gonna plug those in. The fit is really, really tight. I feel like the Trashmaster 5mm pegs are, I'm sure they're all 5mm, but just I don't know. It's a really, really tight fit, and I actually wonder if it's ruining the ports on Scraphook, but that's all right. So okay. So we have that for now. I mean, the other config is I just had these like kind of like plugged into here, but I don't know. I just didn't like them hanging off to the side. And I did try this configuration too, and I did in another build where, hey, wait a minute. You know what? I think he'll be able to stand, but it makes him too short. But yeah, I don't really got a good use for these bits right now. But anyway, let's continue. Man. In the arcade, dude, everything cost $0.25 to continue, and then it cost started 50 cents, then it's $1. Like, oh, I've become one of those dudes. It's like, back in my day, hamburgers were a nickel. But yeah, I remember McDonald's used to have like, it was like 10 cents or 15 cents hamburgers, and cheeseburgers were like 30 cents for one point, and like, dude, it was dirt cheap. I was like, dude, how do you guys even afford these ingredients, dude? What is this stuff made out of, right? Okay, so we took the hook from Scraphook, and we plugged it into the back of the saddlebag. The hook from Scraphook back at the saddlebag. Yeah, tongue twister. So that's cool. This over here, this is the other leg for Crashbar, right? And then we have the little spinny blade from Scraphook. And I plugged it back over here, but initially I had it on the arm as like, see how I have the arm over here? I had it, I think, on the side somewhere. So it was like this dual blade action, but I don't know. Oh, you know what it was? I had it like this. And I really wanted a fist over here, but didn't have one on hand. And I plugged this in, and I think it was like this. That's not bad either. That's not bad either. But let me just go with the original config. So, but anyway, there's so many different ways to play with these toys. They're so modular, and it's really all up to your creativity and what you're able to do with them. What's going on over here? Okay. So I know the blade doesn't have a perfect clearance. Yeah, that's a little weird, but we're just having fun. We're just having fun. It's all right. All right, but if you want it more compact, you can just kind of do that. And then from here, we're just plugging stuff in. We're taking that orange bit and plugging it into the tire. And we're also getting that other orange bit and plugging that into the tire as well. And then we're cleaning this up. It's coming together, right? You see him? He's coming together. He's coming together pretty good. And pretty much that's it. And then I will add that other motorcycle bit to the back, to the back, to the front, to the front. Okay, cool. So it's kind of like over his head, like he has a like scorpion stinger almost. Let me get them all in the shot right now. 1 second. All right, so that's our guy. That's our guy. You see him? You see him? You see him? You see him? And so, yeah, see, I just didn't have a good place to put this, and where it was, I think, yeah, it was just like here. I still don't like it. Still don't like it. But anyway, if any of y'all decide to remix this, do let me know, especially if you find like a better usage for those components. But here he is, like I said, thick Rick, wide Clyde, but we'll all just take it in stride. Strider, you guys remember that game from Capcom, Strider Hear You? Oh, I guess so, because he made a comeback on NBC, the Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah, he was gone for a while. But yeah, anyway, that's our guy. That's our guy. You're like, what is this guy talking about? I don't know either. Just stream of thought. So this has been one entire Crashbar, one entire Scraphook, and the removable bits from Trashmaster, and hope you have enjoyed, Yeah, so I will talk to you all very soon. I appreciate your generous gift of time, and especially if you have watched towards the end of this video, okay? Take care. Bye.